Just like Celtic to do that, isn't it? Celtic have now confirmed, the breaking news this morning is Celtic have now confirmed that we do have Camilo Duran in the building. They announced it just around about 10 minutes ago. Celtic said that we're delighted to announce that Camilo Duran has joined the club on a 5-year deal due to international clearance. Welcome to Celtic, Camilo. It's it's the news that we were all waiting for. The pictures were obviously doing the round on social media. Celtic waiting until 9 o'clock Celtic Park time to get the news out there, even though that they're an hour. No, they're in the same time zone, aren't they? Because they're in Portugal. But anyway, some people saying that Celtic could have done it earlier, could have done it yesterday, but they have done it this morning. I'm going to let you listen to a video that I've seen on Twitter because I think they were late as they were true. I'm going to let you listen to this. Let me just check that I've got the audio up for this because this is Peter Lawwell 9 years ago. 9 years ago.
I guess this helps you as well in terms of taking the club itself to the next level.
Hopefully, yep. I said we're going to start the project. We will look at what the proposition is, and we hopefully will take it forward in the next couple of years.
I guess this helps you.
And what were they talking about? Yep, remember the hotel complex that they'd got planning permission for 9 years ago, and that was the artist impression of the hotel that was to be built at Celtic Park, where the current ticket office is, and where the superstore is. I think it's a shame that it never got built. I do think it's a shame. New number 11 just uploaded the strip image too. So the Celtic have just uploaded the strip image. Have they uploaded it onto Twitter? Oh, there it is. There's your new number 11. Typical South American with his he's not got 4-leaf clover earrings in. Oh dear goodness me. He does, doesn't he? He's got 4-leaf clover earrings in. There we go. But anyway, that is Camilo Duran in his new strip. Number 11. Number 11. Who was number 11 last year? Can't remember. Anyway, that is your breaking news this morning. Let's get into the comments and see what we're saying. Michelle says he's number 11. Is that? Needed time to get the rights to the music. Yeah, Irishman and Porter. That's what it would have been, wouldn't it? So notice I'm not going to play it because it's Duran music that they put out. Only Celtic. Yeah. The manager of Duran's like sitting on the phone, and he's sitting yesterday, and he's like, "We've just had a phone call for Celtic Football Club wanting the rights to one of your songs." Let them go. Our Charlie boy is here. He's not the first bit of Colombian that's ever walked into Celtic Park, that's for sure. Let's get some more players in now, says Harry. And the bracelet. Yeah, and the bracelet. New shirt sponsor, the Colombian Cartel. 2 weeks to sign someone. Nope. Tam, that was Tam the Czech's number. Oh well, Jesus God, that helps us. That helps us a lot, doesn't it? You know, it's bad when you look back at the pine for the stable days of Lawwell. Yeah. Do we pine for the stable days of? At least Lawwell spoke to us, didn't he? Don't know, and it might not be
You as well in terms of taking the club itself to the next level.
Hopefully, yep. I said we're going to start the project. We will look at what the proposition is, and we hopefully will take it forward in the next couple of years.
I guess this helps you as well in terms of taking the club itself to the next level.
Hopefully, yep. I said we're going to start the project. We will look at what the proposition is, and we hopefully will take it forward in the next couple of years.
Is that really how bad Celtic have become? That was an interesting comment. Let's get it back on that screen. This screen. You know it's bad when you look back and pine for the stable days of Lawwell. I shouldn't be laughing, but you know, for all the fact that we didn't like Lawwell, he got stuff done, and I mean, people say that Lawwell held the club back as well, to a certain extent. Whatever happened to the hotel? Big disappointment, you know. But anyway, this is very true. The earrings are worn a lot by celebs. Look, money. Celtic that craps me up. No proofreading on their posts. Says that we brought them from a Kazakhstan club. Yeah, and yeah, the Celtic media team just need to up their game a bit. One signing, for fuck's sake, get the finger out, you shower of useless. Number 11s, Tam the Czech, Alex Valle, Lila Bada, the last three number 11s. Does that mean that Tam's not coming back? Says Irishman and Porto. Do we miss Lawwell? That's a serious question this morning. Do you miss the days of Peter Lawwell at the club? Purely for a communication. I mean, at least he spoke. He spoke to the club. He might not have liked sections of the support and stuff. The plans for the hotel, it was a 5-story hotel boasting between 175 and 200 rooms, and an on-site restaurant, bar, conference areas, and a 1,000-meter standalone museum and mega store right outside the main stand. So it was going to be quite a complex. I don't know, it was going to be something else, but we'll get the picture of it there. This was the architects. This was before, you can tell that this was before AI, because this is a real architect's drawing, not like some of the nonsense that Celtic put out now. You can tell that this was well before the birth of AI images. This was a proper picture done by an architect's impression. And there we go. That is the hotel, or was to be the hotel. I do think it was a shame that they didn't build it. I think that the money that could have brought into the club on an ongoing basis would have been just, it would have been big clubs. Big clubs have hotels, you know, next to them. All the big clubs around Europe have hotels. I remember, Ajax has got one as well, isn't it? I'm sure. Ajax has got a whole load of bars and stuff around about their stadiums, don't they? But yeah. And you could see the tiered, because that's down a different level, isn't it, for up here? So yeah, it was all going to be, that would be in the superstore. There would have been some undertaken, and the thing is, the jobs that it would have created. Do we miss Lawwell? Do we? Fuck. I do a total bit. I got my 6 months later, and now stands a superstore. The superstore was built before the superstore was built there years before the hotel was even spoken about, Michelle. But yeah, it would have been. I wonder what the cost now would be for Celtic, or if it's just that far out the window they went, nah, it's not even an option now. I mean, surely someone like Dermot Desmond, with the money that he's got, could build the hotel. I know that we don't like Dermot Desmond, but surely if you've got the money that Dermot Desmond has, you would build the hotel, and then you could even lease it to Celtic. I don't know. Build a hotel and then sell it to lease it to Celtic on like a 200-year lease or some nonsense like that. If I win the Euro Millions, that wouldn't be enough, wouldn't it? It would take a lot more than 150 million to build a hotel now of that size. I mean, I think Celtic were looking to try and get it done for about 20, 30 million back in the day. But that's not going to happen any time soon. But the big news is today that Celtic have finally released the details of and the Duran song. It's fantastic, isn't it? Lawwell wasn't Desmond's bitch. I take him back just for that. Oh, that's a comment and a half. Lowell wasn't Desmond's bitch. I take him back just for that. Do you think that he was the last man? This is going to be weird. Do you think that Dermot Desmond was the last man inside Celtic Park that wasn't afraid of Peter Lawwell was the last man inside Celtic Park that wasn't afraid of Dermot Desmond? Interesting. Interesting. It's time from the club. Season in Karabakh in Kazakhstan. Some fans just love whinging old women. If you build, they will come. Exactly, Irishman Portal. Do you know that's this the hotel would be fully booked every single Celtic game. Every single game. You could guarantee every single game it would be sold. It would be completely sold out. And the money that the bars would bring in and the restaurants on game days alone would just be second to none. I mean, I know hotels. I know a lot of. I know hotels that are pretty much full in Glasgow when the Irish come over. There's one right next to Central Station that a lot of them use. It's got a nice little Indian next to it. Get a good scran. But I personally think that if you built the hotel, if you got, even if, I mean, I know that we don't like talking about investment companies and stuff, but if you brought in you would want Celtic to own it outright, wouldn't you? Rather than someone else to build it and then Celtic to lease it off them, because then it would be money leaking out the club. So ultimately, you would want Celtic to build. I mean, we've got the money. When you're sitting with that kind of money in the bank, you could go to the bank and say, right, we've got this proposal for a hotel, and this is the capital we've got in the bank. You know how much money we bring in. If we built the hotel, this is the projections. They would do a profit and loss analysis. A break-even point. I reckon it would probably take around about 3 years if the hotel was run correctly. Maybe 3 years at a push to break even from the build costs. You never know. You never know. Even doing a 10 to 5 year mortgage, or say a 10 to 5 year mortgage on the build cost, I reckon that would be more than enough. Yeah, just go to the bank and say, look, we're going to take out a 10-year mortgage on the build costs of the hotel, and then we use the hotel as collateral, obviously, to pay back it would pay it back easy. Build a hotel with a golf course on the roof. DD would like that. My daughter works in a hotel and it's full of Irish Celtic fans on games day. Yeah, I could probably name 3 hotels. I know that the Jury's Inn. Jury's Inn's always full of them. Has been for years. According to say the cost of the hotel in Glasgow would be 2,000 to 2,900 per square meters. The fees land and the normal cost. That's interesting because that's still quite cheap in the land of property, because down in Marbella, you're talking around about 5,000 to 6,000 per square meter of build cost. Do you know the valuation? So and I know that Marbella is a bit different from Glasgow, but anyway, the board's eyes, there is no next level. In the board's eyes, there is no next level. We reached the top under. Yeah. Anyway, right, that's me done and dusted for this morning. We're talking about the hotel because it was 9 years ago today. 9 years ago today. I thought the Glasgow City Council rejected these plans and that's why it never progressed. The idea, no, they were given, it was, they got the planning permission, but they had to build it. They had to start building within 3 years, I think it was, and that they had the planning permission for. And the Celtic never went ahead with it. They would say it was because of COVID, but they never went ahead with it before COVID. But anyway, it is what it is. And Celtic Football Club, just around about 35 minutes ago, put out the Duran tune and told the world that Camilo Duran has entered the building and he will wear the number 11 shirt. That is me done and dusted for this morning. Oh, not that one. It's this one. There we go. Have an absolutely fantastic day, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world. Right, that's us done for this morning, for the second time.